All right, here's the Friday chart analysis. Here's what I saw today in the overnight. Um, here was our overnight low. Here was our overnight high. So it trended up overnight, but then we just had a big channel down and then channel up, and that was the day. So as you can see, I'm still on the simulator. I'm gonna stay on the simulator until I reach a certain amount that I already have set. Um, but I'm just excited because I've been following the rules for 2 weeks now. Before that, I was definitely not following the rules, and I had to be humbled. I put $500 in, and on the MES, they humbled me real quickly. So now I've been following the rules, and I've had 8 out of 10 days. I've been profitable. So on the simulator, let's look at what I saw. So I do watch overnight because I wake up in the middle of the night to feed my son. Um, so this it started going sideways. So you might look at this trade as very aggressive, but it was a second entry, and it was an engulfing bar, and I was watching it the whole time, and it was hanging out down here. And towards the end of the close of the bar, it ended up here. So I put my stop order right above that bar, and yeah, that was a good trade. And here's our overnight highs. Here's the channel I drew today. We'll talk about that a little more. This long trend channel. I don't think it was coming off these highs. So we'll look at that. And this first trade here after market open. The reason I don't have that as aggressive, now that I have the trend channel drawn, it does look aggressive. But at first, I had the channel drawn like this. So it's off the trend line. It's a nice small bar, so there's not a lot of risk involved. Off the trend line, yeah, it's going into the midline, but your stop order is below the midline. So I wasn't too, yeah, it's just at the midline. So yeah, it is aggressive, but I liked it. It's lower high, and it's a small bar, low risk. But yeah, then I had the trend channel drawn like this because there's an overshoot and it goes sideways till it breaks, moves to a new low, and then reverses a little bit. So I took this trade. Let's talk about this one. This one's aggressive. Why did I like this so much? I think because of the was that why? Maybe just because it open below the midline. Well, no, that's the midline for the other channel. Not sure why I marked this. Looks very aggressive because that's all sideways. So maybe I wouldn't. I don't know if I would mark that again. And over here, so as we said, overshoot leads to a break. This is a quadruple test. Quadruple test, and it's the first break of the trend line. So we are expecting a new low, and look at that huge bearish bar. So I did go short below that, and that was my third and final. Actually, no, I took this trade. So maybe I missed this one. Yeah, I missed this one. But yeah, it's a quadruple test, first break of the trend line, so we're expecting it to go lower. And then I drew this trend line off this high. So we had this larger channel working down after that. After it touches up here, goes down, and it starts going sideways. I don't like any of the entries into this congestion. And this really confirmed my trend line. So it moves up. Let's see, what is this? First entry short. Oh, so this is actually a second entry short. I didn't realize that. I marked it as aggressive, but that's off the trend line, and that's a second entry short. So I actually, if I were doing it over again, that is not, to me, that doesn't look aggressive. My son was going crazy. I was feeding him. I was watching this happen, and I wanted to take that so bad, but he was just, I think he was just fussy or something, so I couldn't take it. But then, look at this beautiful long trap, okay? I'm so happy. Eric in the forum made a comment on one of my posts one day, and it really helped me understand what traps look like. And this is exactly what a long trap looks like. Look at Look at that huge bullish bar right there. You know how many people probably went long above that? And then look at this bar, it just goes right down below it, back into congestion. It's not the best signal bar, but it's a good enough signal bar. And back into congestion right after this bullish trap, and it's a lower high. So I definitely took that, man. And yeah, look, it eventually rocketed down. You know, I think this is a super aggressive move if you want to take that, but it is a double test with a massive bearish bar. Eventually, it would have gotten filled. You might have been waiting a long while for that though, so I wouldn't take that into the bottom of the range. You know what? I'm just gonna delete that. But it would have worked eventually. So let's see. It keeps going sideways. I don't like any of these entries. If you wanted to be hyper aggressive over here, you could do a second entry, failed second entry short above this green bullish bar over here. But I was thinking about it. I was watching this, but I already had like 3 or 4 successful trades, so I didn't want to over trade. And I'll touch on that again later because I did take one later. So then we have this massive, after the break of the trend line, we have this big move down, and then you can catch a lower high off the midline if you want to be aggressive. But after this bar came out of nowhere. I was watching this all live. This bar came out of nowhere, and so yeah, I think if you take that lower high, very bearish signal bar, good signal bar, I think you can take that. Then we get it comes up to the other side of the channel. This is retesting this high, which is also the new resistance from this support, from this range over here. So you get a lower high. Oh, it is the lower high. Okay, yeah, it's testing that high again. Doesn't make it, and look at that move down. It's also, it looks like a second entry short, but it's, you know, I think it's like a fourth entry. And then over here, we get a second entry short. Here's the bottom, first entry, second entry, great signal bar, engulfing signal bar. Take that, go short, boom, get a big move. I could understand why people might be a little weary after this break of the trend channel. I don't think I'm going to play with this channel after I explain this trade right here. But I might have drawn it wrong. I don't know. We'll take a look. Double test. Double test of this high. Is that what that is? Oh, okay, no, it's a double test from over here. You have this level. Get it again with a nice bearish signal engulfing bar. You get the move down, and it's off the overnight lows too. So let's talk about this channel. Okay, could I have drawn it differently? Well, I was going back and forth trying to decide if I wanted it off at these highs. And let's see, how do I pull it down? So off of this high, comes down, hits there. This does look pretty good, but off the lows, I just don't like it off the lows. So how could we make it work off the lows better? I don't know. I don't know if that does look like it might work. Yeah, that looks like it might work right there. There's no overshoot that I see that leads to a break, but I don't think that really, you don't need one. So, yeah, this looks like it works too. But I drew it off this high, and that helped me enough. So, I'm not too sure. Let's see how the midline looks with this. Midline looks all right. I like the midline better on my the last time I drew it, the last way I drew it. So then we have a little bit of a spike in channel after this break and a few moves down to a new low. we have this spike in channel for the rest of the day, and over here we kind of get confirmation of the trend line. Yeah, this bar right here, I don't know. Mack marked something similar to this. I feel like it was yesterday. This, what it looks like a doji. Oh no, because the one yesterday closed in its upper third. This one closes right in the middle, so I don't think you can take that higher low right there. Then we get some people going long into this upper side of the trend line. Comes down here. Failed second entry short. Failed second entry short. First entry. Second entry. Okay, failed second entry short. It also looks like... Did it go lower? Okay, it didn't go lower, so it's a retest of that low. Yeah, I like that trade. Is that the trade I took? No, that's not the trade I took. This one's the trade I took right here. This is a second entry. So we had the first entry, second entry. That's a even though it's red, that's a bullish bar. And I put my stop below over here because I wasn't sure, we aren't sure yet if this is going to be the low of the swing. So I put my signal bar stop below here. And here, let me zoom in. I don't know why I have it zoomed out still. So I put my signal bar or stop below this line. And I almost had a heart attack. It would have taken almost all my profits for the day, simulated profits, if it stopped me out. And I think after it didn't stop me out here, I should have stayed in the trade. But once it got up to here, I just stopped out because I was like, man, you're over trading. Just take your profits and go. Yeah, it would have worked out. So I was a little bummed, but look, I mean, it broke the trend line, so I don't know what's going to happen, especially since, well, actually, I should have thought about that too. We had a break of the channel, this channel over here, and it did move to a new low. For some reason, I was thinking that this over here didn't move to a new low. I think that's what made me scared. So this would have worked out. And then we have this, I marked it as aggressive. Is that? Failed second entry short. Oh, okay, yeah. First entry. Wait, did it go lower? I guess I'm marking here. So first entry, second entry. You get a good signal bar. That's this failed second entry short. So that's what I saw today, guys. I hope you had good trades this week. I know I did. I started off Monday and Tuesday terribly, but I just realized I wasn't drawing my trend lines. Little rookie mistakes that we all make. So have a good weekend, y'all, and I'll post another one next week.